Hey everybody, welcome back to Hex Token Channel, live stream number 2, PulseChain, PulseX, Hex, twice a day. So I hope you guys are enjoying it. A good place for the Hex community to hang out, PulseChain community. It's going to be a bit of fun. We're going to just hang out and look at the prices and have a chat about things. If you've heard anything cool out there, obviously many eyes and ears. If you picked up anything, let us know in the chat there. We might be able to discuss that too. We've got... PulsePot's got a new game out, so that's cool. So we might have a quick look at that as well. And that they're developing, sorry. I don't know if it's quite out yet, but they're developing it, so that's cool. Let's have a look. We've got Hex Force 1 has landed in the chats there. Good evening, Hex Force 1. Good to see you. Actually, let's put on a little bit of music in the background. Put on Feed the Dogs. No, Feed the Ducks. Just kidding there. Feed the Ducks. And let's put that in there, bam, and let's put a number, well, we're going to put that 15. Hopefully that's loud enough there. Can I hear it myself? Yeah, that's in the background. That's cool. We've got Robson DM. How we doing? Missed a lot of streaks recently. Been working literally every day so I can buy the tip. I like that, Robson. That is the spirit. That's the one. Well, the PulseChain is keeping me going, says Robson. Yeah. Nice. Picked up 30,000 X's, Lau. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Nice one, Lal. That's so cool. Hats off to you. We have to do the bow down, the Superman bow down. That's pretty awesome there, streams. Yeah, I picked that one up there on there. Missed out lots of streams. Yeah, did I say streaks? Yeah, streaks of streams. How about that? Streaks of streams. That's cool. Well done there, Lal. 30,000 Hex. What a legend. That's the way it goes. So cool. Let me post out some emojis here. Just get this channel rocking on there. Boom. All right. Cool vip, as we say. So here we are, got the markets at the moment, $20,000 US holding on there, holding on to this psychological level. ETH at 1091. Obviously, 3 Arrows Capital issued a liquidation notice. I'm not sure how they're managing that. They don't have to give up positions if they don't want to. They can play things off for a little while. But obviously, they must have been. They had to shore up their positions. Remember, they had to get funds from all over the place. And I think a couple of their smaller positions possibly have been liquidated by the contracts themselves. So interesting game there. I actually should pick up. I should actually look that up too. See where that's actually at this stage. Waiting on 2 more limits to hit, says Lau. 2 more limits. Woohoo! 2 limit orders. There's Refine's in house there as well. Good to see you, Refine. Woohoo! And Hex Token. Probably a view in the chat as well, like a boss. That's cool. So that's where the markets are at the moment. What do we got? Hex at the moment. Hex has still got the same sort of plus here. We've still got our trend reversal to the playing out here. We've got our green candle. That's positive. So far so good. We've got closing a Bollinger Bands. Sorry, not Bollinger Bands. Bollinger Bands, and away we go there. So cool. So far still holding up there. The price is at 3.6, 3.7. The low of the day is 3.394. So that must have happened recently, actually. Maybe I wasn't watching the market when it happened. When was that? Earlier? Oh, that was earlier today. That was. Oh no, it was in the morning. Okay, so it's cool. 3.4. Okay, cool. So some people might have got the limit orders there. Man, that's getting closer to 3 cents. As 60% of people said in our poll 2 days ago. That is definitely a lot closer. So although that was a 24-hour poll, so we're past the 24 hours now. So I guess we should discount that one now. Robson says 16 stakes, average stake length is 10.5 years. Let's get it. BDC is about to drop to sub 17 within next 24 hours. Faster BDC bottoms out. Quicker mainnet goes live. All coming together, says Robson. Yeah, that's a nice view there. Mr. Frozen House, good morning, sir. Big shout out to our viewers in Calcutta, India. Mr. Sandeep, Mr. Faraz. So appreciate both of you. Good morning, all, says Mr. Frost. Nice. Hope the weather's good in Calcutta there, Mr. Frost. Certainly, Calcutta, a hugely historical city, really amazing, super amazing buildings there, and a pretty vibrant culture as well. The Hexalorian house there. Hexalorian is really getting on board for the Hex spaceship. I like that, Hardy Hexalorian. Hi from South Australia. Where is everyone else from? Says probably of you. Yeah, let us know in the chat where you're from. We got a few people around, obviously India, Australia there. Let us know what part of the world you are from. That's actually quite a cool idea. Let us know in the chat there. We'll get onto it, man. All right, so that's where the Hex chart's going at the moment. So a reversal still in play. It's a little odd. I agree with you on that, but it's still in play at the moment. We've got a gap between the EMA 13, 4.13 cents versus the Bollinger Band 50% at 3.86. So that's what the chart's telling me there. We will see how that plays out over the next couple of days. Obviously, we're going to need some green candles, but that's where we are at this stage. Woo-hoo. All right, let's get into our quad charts. We all love the quad charts here. We've got Hex up on the 15 minutes on the left there. So it's just been zigzagging down at the moment with the old Hex chart there. Hedron on the right-hand side is the hourly on Hedron. Just a really messy looking chart after it had its big pump. Let's jump to the daily on that, pull that up and see what that's at. I've got my cup of tea. I haven't got coffee now. I've got a cup of tea. So there we are. And what is it? Not Bell's. Is it Bell's tea? Maybe Bell's tea. Yeah, it's pretty, that sort of generic tea. Bell tea, Dilma tea. Dilma's actually a little bit stronger, isn't it, Dilma tea? But there's a couple of different teas. Got to think about what the other tea is I had as well. Who else we got in the chat? A few other people in the house there. Stake Hex in the house. You man might have missed it, but what's up with this crypto heartbeat token? And when will there be a Hex token? Well, Crypto Heartbeat's doing a lot of social work, isn't he, with those tokens? We did quickly talk about that the other day on the list there, but I believe he was announcing that. I haven't actually watched that video. If he's done a video on that announcement, I actually haven't seen that. Let's go to Hex Streamers, bam, and let's have a quick look there. He may have actually done. I knew he was going to be launching some sort of secret project here, Crypto Heartbeat. Maybe I missed that one. Let's have a look here. What's he done? Anything like that? Pulse stream anticipation, personal independence. We're all in a cycle. None of these seem to be announcing a project. I did believe he was launching a secret project, but definitely we found it on the list yesterday. So we did find on the list. What was the list that we found it on? We've got it on our list down here under new tokens here on our Discord, Hex Token Discord, syndicated with Heinz Crypto and Gen Hex. And we've got down here PulseChain.com. I read through all these the other day. It was pretty impressive. Around 20 minutes, go through 106, 107 projects. It's pretty crazy. So Crypto Heartbeat, is it one of these? I thought there was. They got a different name for it. I'm just trying to think now. A Heartbeat token. Is this the one? What the heck is that? That's not what we expect to see. Crypto Heartbeat Twitter. Yeah, there we are. Is this the one here? Heartbeat token. BSC launching on Pulse. Heartbeat token. BSC launching on PulseChain. It's a meme token. Buy and holding. Global mental health awareness and charity. So is this the one? I don't see any. We couldn't see any Crypto Heartbeat tweets like other tweets with this. So I'm not sure about that. Let's go to Crypto Heartbeat. You're probably answering all my questions before I'm even looking, but I thought I'd go through anyway. Crypto Heartbeat, this is just another spin. What else we got in Crypto Heartbeat? Change there. That was the black eye, supposedly black eye that Richard had. Pulsing light anticipation. Maybe this is one here. No, not just anticipation there. No, I can't see anything there. Right, let's go to the chat there. Maybe you've answered my question anyway. Refine says Tennessee, says Refine. A big shout out to Refine in Tennessee and Brazology there. So Tennessee, that is Elvis Presley, right? Elvis Presley, did I remember rightly? Elvis Presley, Tennessee. Good to see Refine. SoCal, of course, from Brazology in California. 10:50 p.m. in California. Big shout out. Tucson, Arizona. Says Lal, Tucson, Arizona. Tennessee, Arizona. Man, California. Man, we've got some cool places in the house there. Excelorian says Germany, now Northern California. Next stop, Hextown. I like that. The Excelorian. Very, very cool. What was it? Mein Deutschland, North Carolina. And Robson's in house Hex token. Would you be interested in a Hexkin event somewhere in New Zealand, Australia? Yeah, we are thinking about that, Robson. Maybe it's something we should build up in the general chat here. We can sort of talk about that on Discord. So if you haven't joined, the link's in the video description as well. We've got over 500 members, so many members in there now. It's pretty cool. Two Front says, hit the like, peeps. Absolutely smash the like, hit the subscribe button as well. OG Pulse in the house here. Richard is such a troll, his latest tweet. Really? Let's go check that out. Let's get you. I can't see any launch there with Crypto Heartbeat, but he was supposed to be launching a secret project, wasn't it? With Rag to Riches, I thought, but I'm not 100% sure over that. We'll stay tuned on that one. What a beautiful day. May your dreams come true. I guess that's the one there that you're referring to. Robson says, Brody says they said they were going to announce it on July the 4th of Rag to Riches. Yeah, so there we are. I thought I was right about that. That's coming up. It's cool. But there is another one there, that Crypto Heartbeat thing, the Heartbeat one. But that doesn't. It's got some similar goals to Crypto Heartbeat's general stuff. Lies beneath in the house there with the ultimate hex strategy. That is true. That is the ultimate hex strategy. And of course, Hex, PLS, and PLSX for the one. Absolutely, always a pleasure. Heartbeat said, Hexforce1 said, Crypto Heartbeat said it will be announced the 4th of July. So there we are, folks. The 4th of July it is. We'll look forward to that. Project info will be given on the 4th of July. Cool. The 4th of July. And Katie and House said, hey all. That is American Independence Day, right? 4th of July. Pretty sure. Yep. Tucson, Arizona says Hexforce1. Woo-hoo-hoo. Hey, is that two people from Tucson, Arizona? Lal as well. So I've got two people from Tucson, Arizona. Big shout out. What's the chances of that? That's amazing. And Ahmed in the house. Hello, Ahmed. Good to see you in the house there. Hello, hello. And Katie, yes, sir. Yes, sirree. All right. Woo-hoo. All right. So we've got Hedron here at 604. Man, look at that. Spike up and down again. And it looks like it's making a little bit of a move back up on the old Hedron. Obviously, with the announcement of Icosa, Hex staking, burning. Moved that up. Maxi, of course, talk of the town. A lot of people are talking about Maxi, Maximus at the moment. And of course, we talked earlier about Trayvon launching his own version on Tokeneer. If you guys are not familiar with Tokeneer, it's been around since the beginning of Hexville, back when the hourglasses were on Hex. We had two big ones. I participated not in Tokeneer, but another project. And then, of course, there was a big scam pull. I just forget the name of it now that got rug pulled a few people. Anyway, let's talk about more positive things about that. We got the Maximus Premium there looking at over 82%, looking really good. Can it hold this as new support before moving up? Of course, the base token and team token coming out in the next couple of months. So we talked about the update of that earlier this morning. If you missed one of all the project updates, we did talk about that in the first live stream. We had a pretty thorough update there. Definitely check that out. And finally, Pulse Dogecoin. How's it been going the last 5 hours since we had the last live stream? $2.30. That's pretty similar there from the looks of it. So $2.30. The plane is not green. I believe that was green this morning. That's now red. So there we are, the red plane. But I have a feeling that it's going up. So we might leave it on the upward trajectory there. And holding up pretty strong there. It seems to have a decent support here at $1.75, $1.80. As we can see here. So and it's got a higher low in at the moment. It's just under 30 days now until the end of the launch phase. So I don't know. Watch the space on this one. They've also got deflationary staking and deflationary tokenomics coming into play as well, in addition to the scarcity, the whale syndicate, and the countdown to the launch phase. So 5 pretty big fundamentals there. We'll watch it. It's going to be entertaining. Remember, all crypto is pretty much speculative, although some's conservative speculation. Does that make sense? Typically, staking coins, if they're well designed, typically are more conservative part of the speculation. Let me put it that way. All right, cool. That is the Ethereum. There's a projects on Ethereum. So we're going to keep tabs on that. We'll catch up with the BNB projects in a second. We've got a few comments in the chat there. Katie's with the fireworks. I love it. Hex on Air, Central Europe. Hot here, says Hex on Air. Central Europe. I like Central Europe. It's like Germany then. Germany, Austria, something like that. Germany, Austria. Hardy Hex on Air. Did you see the $1 million bet from Rackham? Yes, he's actually put that in a contract too. So we have actually covered that on here. We cover Rackham pretty regularly. He's been posting like a boss lately. Old Rackham has. So we definitely have been doing that. This is one here. Except a $1 million bet. Richard Hart will not abscond with any funds from the OA or rug pull. Legal mediator there, H&N PC. Instrument USDC. Term 2 years from PulseChain launch. Accept the bet and don't bluff. So it's had a lot of stuff in there. I'll put the Hart on there. And all that sort of stuff. So been a lot of retweets. We went back down here. He's actually got a picture of it, I think. picture of it. Where's the picture? I thought there's a picture somewhere around of the actual address that he's put the $1 million in. But this is the biggest news for me. Biggest news is this. This is the big news. Overwatch partners and everything blockchain are fully committed to the PulseChain network and community. We currently have 2 projects underway. Yes, it's an exchange and encrypted comms. Both of these products are really good from the looks of it. Just looking at the teaser there. Integrated blockchain, legacy bridge exchange, enhancing blockchain, combating fraud, and a greener blockchain there. A stock and cryptocurrency trading platform. Yes, please. And of course, listing all the PulseChain projects. Probably, I don't know if they'll have all of them, but they'll have a lot of them. It's going to be fascinating. And stocks too. I'd love a combined exchange. That is really cool. So looking forward to that. EV exchange, of course, likely to have some sort of fiat gateway too. This is it, folks. This is super bullish. And of course, they'll probably have a decent marketing budget as well. So looking forward to that. Woohoo! And the other one, of course, is EV control, government level security for everybody. Yes, please. So I like this. Really, really cool. Looks like he also put a shout out question out about not only varying adoption for these, but also what people thought should be built on PulseChain. So no doubt he'll be looking for other opportunities as well. So excited about that. Hashtag awesome. So yeah, I just keep hashtagging everything, just the way it is. So cool. Hey, just on Hex Token channel, by the way, Hex Token. Let's go to Hex Token. Let's go to Hex Token. Oh no, it's Token Hex. I forget my own one there. Token Hex. There we are. Token Hex YouTube. We hit 1,500 followers. Woo! Yeah. I said to you guys I was going to start focusing more on social media. So we're taking this up from 1,200 to 1,500 in just a little wee while. So that's really cool. Onwards up to 2,000 now. So getting up there. So cool. So get in, spread the word there. If you haven't followed on Hex Token YouTube, Twitter, it's Token Hex is the following there. Let me post that in the chat just in case you haven't followed Hex Token. And get into that. Bam, that is in the chat there. Woohoo! All right, so cool. That's looking good. We're back at the charts here. Let's pull up all the charts. I think that's about right. Who else there? We got Richard tweeted 7 minutes ago. What a beautiful day! May your dreams come true. Yeah. I'm not sure what that means though, Briz. I'm not sure what that means. Great show as always. Best crypto channel on Tube. Says probably with you. Appreciate that. Cheers. There's a cheers with my cup of tea. Hex PLSD. Woo-hoo-hoo. Morning from Thailand. Man, oh man. So we've got quite a few people from the United States, a couple people from Europe, people from India. We've got Mr. Ross from India. We've got Australia. We've got Thailand as well. So big shout outs. A big wave there. Slovakia is Hex on there. So for Slovakia, okay, cool. That's middle of Europe there. So nice. Actually, it's afternoon 1 p.m. I'm going to decrypt those comms and give you all the inside scoop, says Briz. Really? That's interesting, Briz. We look forward to it, man. Sup, my homie, says Miles of Crypto. It's to hear that there are developments and projects on the pipeline for a PulseChain. Yeah. It's good to hear, I guess, what you're saying. It's nice to hear. That's nice to hear. Nice to hear. Yeah. Over 100 projects, and it's going to be hundreds of projects by the time we get PulseChain launched, I'm sure. At this rate, we've got a lot of ghost projects being built, right? Ones we don't know about. They're going to all come to fruition. What we want is quality too, though. Of course, you've got to get the quality. New innovations. We are seeing tons of innovation in crypto space and DeFi being put onto PulseChain. That's going to attract a lot of people. Miles Crypto says, I don't care what the news says and all the FUD. I'm swallowing with Rackham. Let's go. Absolutely. Miles Crypto with you on that one. Unimax USA, a good one. See Unimax. Another one on Unimax there. How did everyone like Top Gun 2? Miles Crypto, haven't seen it yet. Shame on me. I'm wearing the Top Gun hat. Wearing on the Top Gun hat there. I haven't seen Top Gun 2 yet. I know everyone's just rave reviews. The apparently flying and the storyline are fantastic, which is great. We'll see it in due course. Are there any signs that Hex will go down a little bit more to fill some bags before the boot leaves the harbour? Of course, hard excellent. We're not out. No, I haven't. I certainly haven't called the bottom, and we've still got a lot of volatility coming up. We've still got the Fed Reserve, interest rates, inflation, talk of recession. So there's still a few things going on there. We're still waiting for that next leg too for Bitcoin to go down to a more solid retrace. So it's not out of the ballpark yet. What the correlation of Hex stays to is a different question though. How Hex correlates to that. We do see people, if there's risk off, they will risk off the USD. Remember, Hart's law doesn't just apply to crypto, also applies to US dollars. And of course, when there's market risk off, is subject to that as well. However, we have a lot of projects taking out a lot of circulating supply, and we talk about them all the time here. So Hedron, Maximus, Power City Flex, and obviously today Trayvon launching his product, which I've forgotten now because I deleted the comment on it. Actually, I might have it. Let me just have a look here, see if I've still got this. I probably deleted it though. But he's got his little project on a token here. 1.4 million Hex was in there at the time of filming, so that's certainly eating up stuff. I haven't seen the tokenomics on that. Apparently, it's trying to copy the Maximus Maxi one, but I haven't seen that. So anyway, Hex PLSD. What's inside the scoop, Briz? Yeah, Briz, let us know. We are keen on info. We love intel on this channel. Get us out there. Hex PLC, PulseChain going to be massive every day. More and more projects being built. Woohoo! Yeah, I agree with that. I saw Top Gun Maverick and it was great, says Unimax. Nice. PLSD still holding. Yeah, PLSD looking good actually. It's looking good. Cheers from the Ukraine. Golf Football Management. Hey, big shout out to you in the Ukraine there. Wish you peace and safety as well. And woohoo! There we go. I actually watched a video earlier today. Someone went, I'm not sure where they're from. I think they're Russian. They were at McDonald's. You know how McDonald's, I think, closed down? And of course, they opened up their own McDonald's. And so he was doing a video on what it tastes like. And obviously it doesn't look like McDonald's, except for I think the ice cream, the chocolate ice cream, the sundae. That was the only thing that was, looked similar. Everything was pretty different there. So definitely different. It just shows you what can happen in the world. That's for sure. All right. Let us get to the BNB. BNB chain. Let's jump over there. So BNB is down 1.7% to $217. So we're going to jump over to the BNB coins. And of course, these ones will be airdropping onto PulseChain as opposed to being forked over. We've got Pulse Dodge there at 0.4 of a penny. Not much happening there. As you can see, there's very little happening there, really hitting the bottom there. That is, but however, up 9% in the 24 hours. So there we are, but off a low base. What else we got here? P33 related to free pulse, and of course the hot pulse list. And of course that is at 18.5 cents. Now I know that Matty Allen's set up a pool for the hot pulse list there. I generally, if I'm advocating something, that I either like it or I think that it would be a bit of fun. But like I say, that's kind of where I'm at on that one. I do think it's a very good utility for the ecosystem, though. That's for sure. All right, so 18.5 cents there is where we are on P33. And of course, quite low there. And of course, IM trying to make a move. Oh, it was making a move earlier today. That has had a bit of a sell-off there, even though relatively small in percentage terms. It's come back there as well. So that was actually starting to move up. Obviously, it's still holding up there. I wouldn't want to see it go below 600 there. And of course, it's at 714 at the moment, but it was up at 864 there. So still trying to establish a move back higher. And of course, the next move would be to 1,000 up here to get some sort of movement on. The next one, of course, around 15,000 or 1,500, depending on which number of zeros you're looking at there. That's Internet Money. Of course, we're going to be having the latest update from Internet Money with the wallet. So IMD token, not IM token, but IMD with a KG from Internet Money. It's coming up. What did I say? The second or third? Yeah, the third, I think. The third UTC time, the 3rd of July UTC, which will be the morning of the 4th for me. So yeah, that's coming up. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be hot off the press, and they are absolutely caning it through their Internet Money. What's going to be for PulseChain? It's going to be cross-chain. They've also announced recently cross-chain so that they could have other possible. This is all up in the air, but we'll get all the confirmations of KG coming up. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be hot off the press. It's going to be fun. Katie says we need quality over quantity. That's true. I agree with you on that, Katie. And good tokenomics too in the projects as well. And I think we are seeing a lot of good tokenomics. A lot of them also interact with their tokenomics into Pulse and PulseX too. And that's awesome with the buying burns and the burns. So I like that. A lot of them deflationary too, which I think is where a lot of good DeFi is heading. What else we got there? True, KD, but every time something gets built, PLS needs to be bought. That's true. That's what I mean. They're all linking into that, so it's going to be good. Blockflux King, yeah, there'll always be a lot of projects that fail, but I think we have seen a lot of good design and tokenomics. There's quite a few projects out there that are still doing hourglasses and DAOs. I'm still question mark over most of those. I think a small subset of those DAO hourglass projects are good. They probably have some good ways of doing it. So there is a small subset I would be supportive of, but quite a lot of them still got the old sort of, I don't know, I wouldn't go near them. That's probably a good topic, actually. We probably should bring that topic up. Hex Biker in the house there. Good morning, all. Hey, Hex Biker. Woo-hoo-hoo. Is that the British flag there? Yeah, British. So welcome, Hex Biker. Welcome to everybody in the UK. Probably just waking up, actually, in the old UK there. Golf, football management. Yes. No more McDonald's in Russia. Yeah, that's true. I know that they love the McDonald's. What was it after the Cold War or something? They ended up having like 700 McDonald's or something in a year or something. It was like really fast. It's amazing how quickly McDonald's and those fast food places get into places. Go Positive says, is that Scotch or bourbon in your mug? It's a cup of tea, man. It's a cup of tea. Go Positive. It's a cup of tea. Bell tea, I think it is. I think it's bell tea. You got to drink tea before it goes cold. It's a great drink, but it goes to go cold, especially if you have a little bit of milk in it. It goes cold pretty quick. Dex Tools just posted. Dex Tools just posted on their website. Ethereum hot pairs Hex on place number 1. Oh, really? So here's Dex Tools. Let's have a look here. It's going to come around. Keep a look at the top here. Hopefully you can see. Hopefully the font's big enough. Here it comes. Hex number 1. Wow, really? Wow, that's awesome. Hex has got the gold name too. I said that Hex is one of the gold products, the gold standard. You want to go for the gold standard in crypto. Forget the rest, but no, there are some other good products. But Richard Hart's tokens are going to be the gold standard. We're taking over crypto, folks, and a lot of people don't even realize it, but it's going to happen pretty fast. And talking to the town, Luna, Terra Luna, and Celsius, and all this CeFi stuff, that's going to be washed away with PulseChain comes. It really is going to be a lot of fun to see it play out, folks. And I know most of you that watch this channel or sacrifice for Pulse and PulseX, you're going to love it. 300 million wallets going to get copied into PulseChain with whatever, if they've got anything in there, even dust, they'll be copied over. So pretty exciting. Let's have a little look at that. Let's pump ourselves up. Pump. Let's go into some of these sites. If you come into Hex Token Discord here, you will see useful links. And up in useful links, we have some cool links around the Pumpamentals Ethereum blockchain. And of course, we've got some cool links there. We're going to have a look at Etherscan. We're going to look at the wallets, and we're going to look at Uniswap. Let's pump this up here. We're going to go into the tokens here. So we can go tokens. We're going to ECR20s. We can see that there's 547,892 token contracts that are ERC20s. These will be copied over to PulseChain as PRC20s, over 500,000, and that's climbing all the time. Shows you how many Solidity developers are out there caning it with the contracts there. There's also some automated places, right? You can get automated tokens, but that's where we're at this stage. So over 500,000 coming over, and of course, pretty awesome. 721 contracts, NFTs. Let's have a look at this. So 95,285 ERC 721 contracts getting copied over to PulseChain. Don't forget there's some older contract formats too. I think ERC, there's other files, I just can't remember them now, but they're coming over as well. So 95,000, almost 100,000 ERC 721s there getting copied over. You can see some of the list in there of some of the projects. But what else? We've got 1155s, this sort of NFT multi-purpose, aren't they? These type of contracts coming over as well. 13,000 of these. all getting copied over. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Rock on, as we say, rock on. Those are some of the tokens getting copied over. Let's have a look at some of the addresses here. 199.7 million Ethereum addresses so far. Woo-hoo-hoo! Rock on, rock on. We don't have to build this. We're not launching empty. These are all going to have access to PulseChain, and of course, all they have to do is add PulseChain onto it, and they may have to import a few tokens, and away they go. They've got the airdrop. The biggest airdrop in crypto history is coming with PulseChain. This is a big deal. It's going to take a lot of people off by storm. They just don't care. They're like, criticize this or that, whatever. They're just clueless, man. They're clueless. And of course, it's going to be fun to see this play out. And of course, we don't have to have this growth. We're going to get this instant growth. But it's instant. It's there. And so it's going to be crazy. We don't have to spend a couple years building up the wallets. They're all getting copied over, and everyone will have access. Isn't that a beautiful thing? There we are, 200 million there. I hope you guys can see that. Let me just zoom on that a bit better there. Woohoo! 199.7. We're just about 200 million, just about there. That's some crazy stuff there. Woohoo! Rock on. And of course, this is the 1 year growth there. Imagine that. Let's look at the max growth. Oh, we can't do that. It won't let me do it. It has to have a membership there. I won't get too excited then, but there we are. That's it. Let's have a look at some of the activity on Uniswap too. Woohoo! Yeah. So I think I might have made that too big, but let's zoom that down one more there. We've got all this data here. So V2 volumes, V2 fees, liquidity, all that sort of stuff. I'm just going to go through to, we've got the revenue. We've got V3 as well in here. Pretty cool stuff, all pumping away at the moment. So cool. We've also got the amount of swaps going on here. So you can see 50,000 swaps over here. So we've got about 75,000 swaps there a day. Looking pretty cool. PulseX going to be flourishing, man. Going to be actually flourishing there. It's going to have to ramp up, of course, but it's going to be pretty exciting to see that with the AMM bot running. It's going to be pretty cool. We've got the fees in there, of course. PulseX fees will be pretty good because it's based on the value as opposed to PulseChain has to take a while before Pulse will get valued up by the market. But it's going to be fun to see that play out. Of course, internet money is going to play into that with hopefully the swaps and the wallets there. Hart wallet coming. Of course, that's also going to be pretty big, huge. So cool. We've got all the revenues there. We've got the users here. We've got the trade user data here. V2 traders there. What was that? 14,652. We've got the V3 traders as well. Just have a look at the V3 traders. 9,840 there. Also 25,000. So cool. Lots of cool stuff happening there. We've got the active traders here. Trades going on there, etc. So just really cool data here. All those links, of course, are available for you to check out. Active user breakdown there as well. Bam. As well on V3 and the different pools as well. So cool stuff there. Plenty of data there to play around with. Nice. And of course, we know that there's pretty much around about 1 million active wallets a day. Give or take a couple 100,000 is what is on Ethereum. So even getting 10%, 100,000 active wallets to start off with, or even 5%, is going to be pretty amazing. So watch out on that. But of course, once people find out about the airdrop, and of course, once people find out about the yield farmings, all the yield farmers will come. It's going to be party time. Party time. It's going to be really quick. It's going to be fast. As we always say, PulseChain is going to be the first full system state copy of Ethereum, but it's going to be enhanced, of course. We know the code's been rewritten and enhance the validated proof of stake, make it super fast, super strong, and of course, future-proof it. We also know it's going to be the biggest crypto airdrop in crypto history. Everything on Ethereum, as we just showed you, is getting copied over to PulseChain. And of course, we also know it's going to have the biggest potential yield farming in crypto history with the V2, V3 harvesting as well, with the AMM bot running as well, setting up liquidity as well, PulseX, and of course, locking in the LP. We're also going to have amazing, probably the fastest adoption in crypto history also when the official bridge opens up. And then, of course, we're going to have cross-chain bridges and all sorts of stuff. Everyone's coming, man. Everyone's coming. And the yield farm is going to come very fast. They are the fastest movers. They'll be in there like Flint. And of course, they'll be bringing in all that capital, that ERC20 capital coming in there as well, stable coins. And of course, we're going to have a lot of fun with the PulseX. It's going to be cool. As Rackham says, it's going to be pretty insane, isn't it? Pretty violent price action is what he said the other day. It's going to be pretty awesome. All right, who else? We got HP in the house there. Woohoo! What's up, Tech Second? Woo, have been a while for me, says HP. Always good to see you back in the chat there. Bluffer Chicken says, I'm about 15 minutes behind. Australian bank vault has gone under. Looks like depositors will get their money back, or we see more of this coming. Yeah, we're going to see more of that coming. We will see more of that coming, that's sure. Dex at Tools Apps, cool. Woohoo! Good to see you. I'm excited too. James Bond says, hello, everybody. Hex to the moon. Yeah, Hex to the moon. Cheers, everybody. Welcome. We're going to have patience, proof of weight. This is it. It could be months from now, but we'll get there in the end. And it will be all worth it. Now, the other thing, of course, I was saying earlier with Terra Luna and with these CeFi projects like Celsius and stuff like that going underwater, these big hedge funds, what we're seeing also is the fact that creates even more opportunity for something big. Everyone's going, what's big? What's the next big thing? Well, the next big thing is going to be PulseChain, and it's not going to be an empty chain. There are other chains launching, and they're pretty much empty. Some of them might have very fast protocols, but of course, we've seen a lot of good ones actually have a lot of trouble, like Solidity and stuff like that. So PulseChain is going to be, exciting. Everyone's going to be flocking to it. They want something. What's the next big thing? And of course, that is PulseChain. So I think Richard will be very careful and time the market with all of this, obviously subject to coding and testing. Once he's got that ready, he can then do the marketing and the gamification, that sort of stuff as well. So it's going to be fun, folks. Just have more patience until then. And yeah, exciting, man. And on the backdrop of all these other big top 10s falling from grace, it just makes the light on the hill will be PulseChain, and it's going to grab even more attention. Obviously, we don't like other people losing their crypto money or anything, but obviously, it's going to be another reinforcement of the awesomeness of PulseChain when it comes. Katie says, I usually have bourbon in my glass. Cheers, man, says Katie. That's all right. I got a cup of tea. Coffee and cup of tea is typically what I have in there. I probably, if I had bourbon and Coke, I might have a bourbon and Coke, but I don't have that. But if I did, I'd probably do something like that. Scotch and Coke, just anything in Coke, just mix it in. As long as it's watered down, not too heavy. That's the way. Woohoo! Yeah, good to see Hex in the house. Hex on air. Check out Tap Link crypto gifts made by a Ukrainian family. Says Hex on air. Let me just. I'll have to pull that up on the. Let's have a quick look at that. Just 1 moment, caller. Just 1 moment. Let's pull that up. Hopefully that's not going to be. Let me just pull it up on this one first, and let's see what that is. Okay, cool. All right, let's pull that up. Bam. So this is the site. Bam. We're gonna have a look at that. Handmade. We have to zoom on this a little bit here, I think. Handmade by was it Ilganov family, I think. Decorate interior. About us. We are artisans who recently lived in Ukraine, but now we have to leave. We make a lot of beautiful interior items from wood and epoxy resin. Yeah, I've been watching a few of these lately, actually, wood and epoxy resin videos. Some of it's amazing, some of the stuff that people are doing. Let's bring your ideas to life. We value every customer, and we're immensely grateful for you, for your purchase. So I guess it's these two here on the right here. They got their handmade gifts. First blockchain CD, Club 5 for 5 hexagons for PulseChain, PulseX. As well, so I guess these are like medallions, are they? I'm just trying to think what these are. So Dogecoin fans, handmade interior items there, so I'm not quite sure. I see they are like a plaque. They're like a plaque, aren't they? Something like that. So that's cool. Thanks for posting that. It was nice to see it. We wish them the best for that. Nice. All right, cool. Let's scroll back up on the charts here. We've got Hex at 3.7 cents. Hedron at 580. Maxi there. Let me pull up the Maxi price. Maxi, I'm going to get it up to about there. That's cool. Maxi at 6.7 cents. And we've got Pulse Dogecoin at $2.29. $2.29 on that one. Hex PLSD says, let's go. Absolutely. What else there? Golf football management. Take your take on 4th of July announcement, please. I have no idea golf football. All I know is it's probably going to be a pay it forward type of thing, like a social good type of project. That's my guess. Golf ball, because his first one wasn't his first one doing a certain amount of polls that you lock away. I actually didn't participate in that. I feel bad about that, but apparently they got 1,000 people or something for that. I'm not fully across that stuff, but I think it's really good. So I'm sure with Rags to Riches, it's going to be a public good type of project, is my guess. Anyone else got any ideas? Let us know in the chat. I mean, that'd be really cool. Moon or moon. Sorry, typo, says James Bond. That's all good. We don't mind typos. Typos are fun. You never know what's going to happen when you have a typo. So cool. Nice. Now, obviously, we had this little fun bit from Richard earlier in the lives earlier today. This is we're going to pull it up here. Hopefully, I can pull it up there. Richard posted something about getting a black eye. Of course, it was all a joke, but it's a little funny little video.
Police got me. Gave me a black eye. Would you believe it? Fashion police got me. Gave me a black eye. Would you believe it? Fashion police got me. Gave me a black eye. Would you believe it?
Look at that outfit though. He's got all the bling bling on, and you got to give him. It's got to give him props for his outrage marketing. I guess it's all part of outrage marketing, but it's pretty funny. All right, so cool. That was from Richard. I still laugh at that stuff. It makes me laugh when he does that stuff. That's pretty hilarious. Hex Machine says, "Hey family, so keen for PulseChain. Is RH teasing us? Do we think it's soon or nah?" Says Hex Machine. You just never know. It's never know. You know, you're talking about Richard Hart's recent tweet there. This one here. What a beautiful day. May all your dreams come true. Launch, says somebody. Civilized Sir, launch. We've got Liquid Loans, a rocket there. What else there? Hot Pro in the house there. Thanks for working so hard for us. You'll never be forgotten. Man, if this thing launches and all goes, well, I'm getting the wife pregnant. I already got 2 boys. I need that daughter. I just can't afford her yet. That's hilarious. That's pretty funny. What a beautiful day indeed. Same to you, sir, says AO. Blink twice if you're being blink twice if you're being held against your will. Says Red. That's funny. Thanks. My dream is PulseChain.com. We'll do 100,000x. Wow, that's pretty bullish there. Yeah, when a PulseChain launches, lol. Where is Richard and what have you done to him? I've been worried he's been hacked, says lol. Yeah. Code for the launch. OMG, you make our dreams come true, says Charles there. No, he means BDC at 11k this summer. Same to you, Richards. From Christine Hype. Hey, Christina Hype. Cool. What else we got there? Living the dream every day. My money is working for me in more ways than one. Got my hex stakes and my stake sacrifices. Just going out and enjoying the summer to the fullest and learning every day. Yeah. Hey, if you're in the northern hemisphere, it's summer for you. Let us know in the chat what you've been doing for summer. You've been hitting the beaches or what? Letting us know what you've been up to. Water sports, I don't know. There's lots of stuff happening there. Your Indian Hexkin says, you're a true inspirational leader, man. I'm so grateful to be a Hexkin, PulseSkin, and PulseXkin. Leaders never lose their focus. They keep their eyes on the big picture. Dale Carnegie there. That's a pretty good post, actually. Yes, indeed. It's a beautiful day in Hex. PulseChain neighborhood says determination. PulseChain says Sir Carl. Hey, you guys. That's funny, that one. That's from Rango. Hey, good to see Rango in the house. Big shout out to Rango as well. It's almost time. Yes, in tune there. Wake up. What the heck is this? Remind yourself, don't check Twitter right before you go to bed. Yeah, that's true. June the 30th, 2022 has a nice ring to it, says Matt. Yeah. I'm not sure if that's the case, but we're already in the 30th of June here and down and under here. Pretty funny there. Oh, Willy Wonka, one of my favorite. That was masterful, that piece there. Love that scene. That scene is fantastic. PulseChain and PulseX incoming. And that would be one dream ticked off the list, says Mr. Hippie. Good day, mainnet. So everyone's interpreting that as mainnet or wants mainnet in any case. Thank you, Richard Hart. Life is good. Hexkins are our PulseChain there, dreaming. Yogi Bear are dreaming of PulseChain. That's hilarious. Geez, maybe I won't sleep and all for nothing. Yeah. Now, I used this piece of artwork yesterday's thumbnail, if you remember. It's a pretty nice piece of work there. I think it's going to be in the highest of stakes, right? It's up on the board there, one of the highest stakes thing. Kaiser says, please incorporate Big Peepee into your PulseChain has launched tweet when it comes. That's pretty funny. Anyone else getting a feeling something in the near future? PulseChain, PulseX is about to happen. So people really getting the eyes there. Believe in your dreams. Believe in your dreams. That's pretty hilarious. So I'm just having to go through some of these, man. So many of them. We're going to scroll through pretty fast there. That's heaps of them. Look how many people are applying to this, folks. Just that's how big Richard Hart is as an influencer. Is pretty massive. So lots of people there. I'm going to go through all that. We went through a lot though. I got carried away. I was so passionate with what was going on there. We'll find out about that. Is that cryptic for something else? It has done cryptic things in the past. Probably who says cold in New Zealand today, Superman, with the puffer on. Yeah, I've got the puffer on, man. Keep myself warm. Certainly got cooler here. I know it's summer wherever all of you guys are, most of you. Hex on here. CHB, Crypto Heartbeat is going to reach out to 500,000 no coiners in all kind of communities and try to tell them about PulseChain. They seem to have worked out some special plan. Oh, that's pretty cool. That is super cool. That sounds exciting. Well, we'll try and do what we can on this channel to help that. That sounds like a pretty good thing. Lies beneath there. Woohoo! And a Stake says, I believe RH is simply timing the market for launch. There is no way we go from less than 2 weeks in sight to no idea when launch will be there. I agree with you on that, Stake X. That is my hunch as well. Troy says, I may be hitting the beaches on the beach. Yes. Yes. That's awesome. I can't wait till I've got my standing desk so I can do a standing ovation for that, Briz. That would be cool. Are you teasing us, Briz? Is that a tease? Is that happening? Let us know. Briz on the beach. I may be hitting the beaches. We'll look forward to that, man. DB Cooper says, I like Hex, says DB. Yeah, well, we do too. You're at the right channel there, DB. You're at the right channel. Sandy already sits there. Yeah, that's true. Sandy Beach is already on the beach a lot. Beach is right outside Sandy Beach's house, I think. So I think that's the case. BTC is sub 20K again, is it? Let's have a look there. Oh, it did too. Sub 20K. Is it going to get 17? That was the call before. It's currently certainly showing weakness there, but it's still a long way. Oh, it is $233. Okay, it could be falling in real time as we're doing this live stream. How about crazy is that? We'll leave it on there for a little bit. BTC Dummy says DB Cooper. Summer here, but working hard for more Hex and PLSD, says Hex Bucket. No beaches for me. Yeah, hard working. There's quite a few people working hard, taking their surplus and dollar cost averaging into X. Many people got their limit orders in as well. So definitely interesting. Hex unaffected, says Hex on air. Right on, says DB. BTC breaking down. Yeah, we all got that going. Great White Bruce is in house there. Let's go, bro. Get into it. Yeah, we're into it. All right. 48 minutes to be precise. And of course, we've got Richard Hart there. Hilarious video from today. Bomb.
Just got me. Gave me a black eye. Did you believe it?
I think that's pretty funny. I don't know why I find it so funny, but it is. It's probably because it's so intense, the visual intenseness of the fashion. So down 2% there during our live stream. Crazy stuff there. Hex at 3.7. Hedron at 5.92. Maxi at 6.7. And Pulse Dodge coin at $2.25. So a little bit of weakness there on the Pulse Dodge coin there. Might have to turn the plane around a little bit here. Just at the moment, we'll put it on a slight angle at this stage. But hey, we might turn it back up during the live stream. You just never know. Just never know your luck. Very cool. All right, let's get back out of here. Click out of that. Right, cool. We've got Hex trending on number 1, by the way, on Dex Tools. Is it still trending number 1? Let's have a look. It's coming around. Here it comes, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Oh no, Dex Tools itself just took over Hex. That's bias. That's got to be platform bias there. We've got Hex at number 2, but what's number 1, folks? Dex Tools. How dare they rig the system? What other systems do you know that's rigged? Oh yeah, just most of the Western governments. Oh yeah, sorry about that. I forgot about that. Let's go, bro. Says great, mate. I like it. All right, cool. Now, who was calling out the top? We're going to go all the way back to the top chat there. Someone was calling. I'm just going to remember who it was. Let's go all the way back up here. Let's go back onto the charts. So we'll leave it on the BTC market at the moment. Boy, that dropped quick. We were at 1977. Now it's 1956, 569. Man, the stuff just dropped so fast now. It's so crazy. We used to have to, etch up the Bitcoin used to have to just slowly grind its way up the price thing. But now it just goes like $2,000 in a day. It's like, what the hell? What happened there? That's what happens. Man. It's crazy stuff. Yeah. We used to be excited when it's like, oh, it's up $50. Oh, wow, it's amazing. Now it's like, yeah, crazy stuff there. Robson came in and says BTC is about to drop to the sub 17. You're like Nostradamus right now there, Robson. It's happening right on live stream. I mean, that's pretty awesome. Now, sub 17 in the next 24 hours. Faster BTC bottoms out, quicker mainnet goes live. And of course, Richard came out with that tweet. Man, are you Nostradamus in the chat or what? So big shout out to Robson there. Let's see how we go with that. So far, so good. So far, so good. James Bond says Michael Saylor must be nervous. I would say so. He leveraged. He did do a pretty conservative leverage. Like people talk about leverage, but it wasn't a pretty conservative. It was 5%, wasn't it? And so, what was his minimum price? $3-4 grand, I think, was the trigger price for that. So it was a 5% leverage. I'm pretty sure I heard him on a video saying that. So it's not that high, but it would mean that BTC getting down to 3-4K, that would get him nervous. Maybe it's higher than that. Maybe it's 8K, but we'll see. We'll see. Certainly at the moment we're at 9,500 there, just going down a little bit. Yeah, well, the market hunts these people. The hunts, if they know public positions of things, they hunt them. And sometimes with the margin trading, we saw Terra Luna they got played out, didn't they? And as the rumor goes, so there's good evidence for that. So that's the way it goes. All right, let's go back to the markets here. Now, if you haven't got into Discord, links in the video description. Definitely join that. If you want to see all the updates for projects, we did that in the first live stream, went through all the projects, kind of the leading projects there, so definitely check that out. But we're heading up to 550 as our next target on Discord. And of course, we've got good information there, video tutorials on PulseChain and PulseX and so forth. So cool. Which reminds me that we're actually going to do our yield farming on PulseX. So let's bring that up. And we've been yield farming every couple of days. We do a harvesting, maybe every 2 days, maybe 3 days. We do a harvesting there. So I'm going to get onto the right. Let me just go back to the right wallet here. And we're going to go to PulseX and do our yield harvesting. We're also going to bring up our wallet here just quickly. This doesn't take too long. We're going to super speed this harvesting. Expand the view. There is our wallet. And we're in dark mode. Does anyone like dark mode in MetaMask? Let us know. Experimental dark mode here on Discord. All right, let us get into it. We've got, we're going to go to our farm. And of course, we're going to go to PLSX. The APR at the moment, annual percentage return, is 46%. Used to be like 68, 70%, something like that. So it's down. We've got 22.9, almost 23 incentive tokens. We're going to harvest that, and we're going to do it super fast. So first step, harvest the tokens. Away we go. Bam, we're doing that. It's submitted. Now it's under activity. We're withdrawing those incentive tokens there. Bam, 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 bam. Under assets, we've got nothing under incentive tokens, only 0.025. So once this goes through, it's gone through already. That's how fast PulseChain testnet is, 3-second block times. And here's our 23 incentive tokens. Cool. Now we're going to go to the exchange here. Now remember, we've run out of PulseX. We don't have a lot of PulseX anymore. So we're actually in a bit of trouble there. So what we're going to do, folks, we're going to get incentive token. And where's the incentive token gone? Up here somewhere. Here it is here. So we've got incentive token. We've got 23. So how much should we convert? We're going to convert 20, 10, 11.5. Let's do 11.5, 11.5. I'm going to swap that and bam. And that's looking good. So we're going to confirm that and away it goes. We're going to get 526,000 PulseX. I know you guys are jealous of that because we all want the PulseX. Everyone wants the PulseX. I know you guys are going to trade your PulseX for Pulse. I know it. I know that actually more people started to say, well, maybe I'm not trade my PulseX there. Are you kidding me? Need to recharge. All right, so I've just got to recharge my mouse here. It just seemed to have, I did recharge it earlier, which is annoying. We have to hold on that one. Just the way it is. Just give me a couple of seconds while I recharge my mouse live. I did recharge it earlier. I'm not sure. Maybe I didn't do it right. Maybe it wasn't recharged properly. Let's give it a few seconds. La 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 la. Recharging the mouse. That's what you do on live streams. You do it live. All right. That's giving us a few more seconds, I'm sure. Let's take that out. Put the keyboard back in. Man. All right. So cool. Yeah, we're going to close out of that. So I think that should have gone through. Yeah, we've got that. We're going to add in our pulse as well. We're going to, I should have just kept the incentive token in there. We're going to swap the rest of our incentive token to pulse. Sweet. We're going to get 164,000 pulse with our yield farming payments. We're going to confirm that. Bam. Close that off. Boom. And of course, we go to activity on MetaMask. You can see all our swaps. We've got our swaps going on here. Swapping all that incentive token out into Pulse and PulseX. So pretty cool. That's all gone through. So now what we're going to do, pull up, we've got the equal number of Pulse and PulseX. So we're going to go add that into liquidity now, and we're going to compound incentive tokens, which are now translated to Pulse and PulseX. And we're going to put in, we'll actually switch this around, yeah, PulseX. Pulse there, and we're going to max our PulseX there. $1,050 it's worth at the moment. We're going to earn fees of 0.2% of all trades in proportion to our holdings. Of course, the fee is 0.29%. 76% goes to liquidity providers, which equates to 76% of 0.29% is 0.22%. So that's pretty much how it works. So we've got to get quite a few more LP tokens there. We're going to confirm that. Bam. And away it goes. And of course, that will show up in the activity there. Add liquidity. So that's what we're doing now. Cool. That's already done. So we've already taken out these tokens would have deducted. So that's cool. And there we are. Transaction receipt. We're going to go back to our yield farming now and take our LP tokens that we got for liquidity. And we're going to top up our positions. We're going to have to wait a second. It doesn't seem to quite shown up yet. There we are, 294,549 LP tokens. We're going to confirm that. And we're going to confirm that. Bam, and there. It's all costing us a fraction of a pulse as well. And away we go. So there we are. We've got the transaction there, depositing our LP tokens in the yield farming. Done. That's done. So easily done there. And of course, we're topped up now. We've now staked. Your funds have been staked on the farm. We've now got 103 million LP tokens staked for PulseX and PLS. And we're going to earn more incentive token. That's how it's done. Oh, wow. The prices have gone up. We had impermanent losses were massive. We were down at like 560,000 US dollars, even lower before that. We started off with 950,000 dollars worth. And of course, we've topped it up with many days of incentive tokens, thousands of dollars a yield, maybe $20,000 a yield or something. And now we're actually still down, but now it looks like the prices have gone up. So now we're back in the money. We've halved that loss at the moment. Obviously, impairment losses aren't real until you realize them. In other words, take your liquidity out. So what we got here going on here? We got Pulse here at 0.063% and PulseX at 0.019. So that does seem a bit higher than when I last saw it. So that's cool. The volumes yesterday. Yesterday we had some good volumes on PulseX. Someone's been playing around because we had pretty low volumes before that. It's just a test net. Remember, all the numbers are fake. We had $500 million yesterday. That's pretty cool. So the buy and burn must be looking pretty sweet too. So that's cool. We might get back in the money on that. So cool. The buy and burn so far on PulseX testnet is 53.13 billion has been burned so far, which you can see there. 53.13 billion has been bought and burned since the testnet's been up. Very cool. All right, so that was a bit of fun. We'd always like to jump back into PulseX there and play around with the testnet. Let's get back into the chat, of course. Got a few comments there, no doubt. So let me just get way back in there. BTC plunge downwards. Yeah, I think we're still watching that at the moment. So how's that doing? 19,500. So fallen about $500 since we started the live stream as well. Let's get in it. Michael Saylor must be nervous. Yeah, we got to that one. Regarding Saylor, he even goes so far as to say that Bitcoin could fall below 3,500. This company would still be able to pay off its debt in the form of some form other collateral. Okay, Briz, I appreciate that update. Yeah, that kind of confirms what I remember. I watched that video a long time ago, maybe several weeks ago. There, that sound right. He knows. He doesn't know his Luna bag is worthless. Is X on there? Lol. Ivan in the house there. Mandeep Kiora from the Winterless North. The Winterless North there. Nice one there, Ivan. You sure it's not that Winterless there in the north? Good old up there. Are you sure about that, Ivan? I guess it is. It's probably quite a few degrees warmer as well. So I appreciate that. Nice one. Hope he does well. Yeah. His DCA dollar cost average will be pretty awesome if it goes under 5K. Yeah. All right, cool. Not great for the investors, though, right? Not great for the investors, that's for sure. Not much fun. But as long as they don't get liquidated and they ride through the cycles, I guess that's the way they look at it. Assuming there's no end to the super cycle, and that's what we're watching every day. That super cycle doesn't burst, since 2008, we've pretty much had cheap money, except for 2018 and 2019 when interest rates were risen. But apart from that, we've had pretty cheap money. Cheap money means that you've been able to flush the plus the economic growth. You've been able to flush the assets, all the asset classes. So when we talk about the end super cycle, don't know all the way back to 2008 recovery. So yep. 17 degrees up here, says Ivan. There we are. That is hot. That's super hot. That's burning hot there. Now we're talking about degrees Celsius there, not Fahrenheit. So 17 degrees Celsius there. Nice. All right. That is where we're at the moment. We've got Hex at 3.7. No real change there. We've had a zigzag down here. We've still got a trend reversal still technically in play, although we're lucky to have this green candle today. Keep that in there. And of course, that's still to play out. In other words, still to play out that scenario. And of course, we've got 592 on Hedron, Maxi at 6.7, and of course, Pulse Dodge there at $2.21. Actually, falling down a little bit since we're doing the live stream as well. The other thing, of course, is the conditions for this. We're having, obviously wider market considerations as well. Generally speaking, this would play out, but of course, if the market conditions do deteriorate a lot, that could nullify what would typically happen there with the trend reversal with the EMA 13 crossing. All right, cool. BTC 19,500 at ETH there at 1062. We're rocking it on here on this channel. Hey, we're up to an hour. We did pretty well. 6:48 p.m. here on Thursday, the 30th of June. So certainly dinner time after this. And as you guys know, I'll be looking to watch some sci-fi and stuff like that. So this is how we rock here. All right, let us get back up to. Yeah, it was pretty cool hitting over 1,500 followers on Twitter. As you guys know, I've sort of just put my focus back on social media. So I'll be trying to step that up even more and more. So stay tuned for that. Next target 2,000. I was a little bit slow behind the ball on that one, obviously, because I didn't want to go on Twitter because of the control. But once Elon Musk talked about buying it, then that made me feel a bit more confident as well. And a couple of people asking me to go on there. So there we are, up to 1,500 followers. Not too bad. All right. We're going to look to what we're going to do here. We're going to jump over to here. I was going to do a poll today, but I haven't done one. Just the way it is. Let's see how we're doing on the subscriber front as well. Let's have a jump over to that. Oh man, can you believe it? 4,799 subscribers. Can you believe it? And one more away from 4,800. Can you believe it? So one more. If you haven't subscribed, smash that subscribe button because we are one subscriber away from 4,800. Then, of course, we have to hit up to 4,900. That's just what happens when you're on YouTube. And then finally 5,000, the big 5K. That'd be pretty cool. We'll have to have a bit of a celebration on the channel. We're definitely going to have one for 5555. Now, what was it? Balliet Brand is like 10 subscribers away from 5555. In fact, let's go have a look and see where Balliet Brand is at the moment. He is so close to 5555. Obviously, a legendary community member as well. So let's have a look where he is at the moment. Channels. Let's go to channels. Oh, look at that, man. He is so close 5,530 it says. He's been stuck on that for like a couple of days. He hasn't been doing any videos, I don't think, for a little while. 9 days ago, yeah, so there's another videos there. But man, he is getting so close to 5,555. It's going to be cool when he gets there. Very nice. So a big shout out to Pallet Brand. If you haven't subscribed, go subscribe and help Pallet Brand get up there quicker than later. Cool. How's everybody else doing on here? Actually, let's go back a couple of channels. Let's go back to see Gen Hex is over 900. Woohoo! Gen Hex, well done. Doing great panel shows on Sundays with lots of great streamers in the community. 904 subscribers. So what? Finally over 900. Only 96 to go now. Yeah, baby. Yeah, getting there, Gen Hex. I'm sure you'll be over 1,000 before PulseChain launches, unless it launches tomorrow. You never know with that tweet from Richard. Brazology up at 467, heading up towards 500 too. Big shout out to Briz there. If you haven't subscribe. And Heinz Crypto back over 700, so cool to see that as well. We've got a few other channels. They're all doing pretty well there. No problem. All right, cool. Let's jump out of there. Bam, as we say. Bam. Let's get into it. KD +1. Let's go, says KD. Matt and Barley says, just joined, was napping on the lounge. It says Matt and Barley. That's probably because you had your your walk on the beach earlier with the dogs. That's probably why. Matt, you're probably just relaxing after that. I guess you guys don't have siesta in Bali. What's siesta? That's kind of a Mexican thing, right? Siesta. So is it Spanish? No, Spanish, is it? Spain? Yeah, see it, the old siesta. Matt Bali says, Superman, must be cold over there. You rucked up in the winter jacket. Yeah, I got the puffer jacket in the house. It certainly kept me warm, I must say. I should have probably worn this yesterday. It was much colder here yesterday than it was today. But yeah. Hex is the goat, says DB. Absolutely is. Awesome. All right, so that's where we're at the moment. Just chilling out with the homies. How's the market doing? Still holding up here. Is it all going to go all the way down to 17,000? 17,000 as Robson says, or are we going to hold off here and go back over 21 again? Stay tuned, folks. Stay tuned for that. All right. We're going to wrap up shortly, I think. Caltex in the house there. Hi, Superman. Woo! Good to see Caltex. I'm going to grab myself some dinner. 4,800. Have we had it? Let's have a look here. Let's go on to the... No, we're still at 4,799. Not quite 4,800. We're almost there. One subscriber away from 4,800. We will get there in the end, I'm sure. Hopefully we'll get there. Maybe we'll get there today. Who knows? TV Kibber, you like Hex? Yeah. Do you really like Hex there? Lau says 9,200 briefly. Really? Does it do that? Does it do that actually? Let's have a look here on the Bitcoin. Let's have a look. Scroll down. Did it do back here? Oh, actually, you're right. This is it's the last month. It's the last month. Let's do the last day. Last day here on the. It says the low at the moment, 9,500. So it must be on another exchange that did that. But it's just on here. Let's have a look at Nomics. Let's have a look at nomics.com. We're going to have a look. I love looking at the year-on-year comparison. So the global market cap of crypto on nomics.com is 915 billion, down 78%. Bitcoin down 44% year-on-year. Ethereum down 54%. Binance Coin down 30%. XRP down 54%. Cardano down 69%. Solana even down. Even Solana's down. That has been up quite a bit. 6.7% there. Dogecoin 73%. Polkadot 53%. Tron. What the heck's Tron doing up there? Tron? What the heck? Tron is up there, 4.6. That is up there. Obviously, they've been fighting to defend their stablecoin, right? Their USDD. I wonder how that's getting on. We should have a look at that. Shiba Inu up 14% year on year. They'll be celebrating, and of course, we're looking forward to them being a flourishing community on PulseChain. So big shout out to everybody in the Shiba Inu community. Should be a popular PRC20, that's for sure. Leo at up 148%, like a boss there. They're pretty laughing themselves silly. And of course, Hex there down 59%. We got down. What did we get down to? About as low as 38% the other day. Something when we were up at 5.4 cents or something. So we're back up at the 58% range there. Avalanche up 34% year on year, 35%. And that's kind of our top ones there. Look at that. Some heaps of big names. Polygon, Litecoin, all down. Crow there. Crow. Chainlink as well, stellar. But hey, Monero, look at this, the old favorite mining coins, Monero, 47%. Bitcoin Cash, of course, still getting out there, spreading the web, but down 81%. There are a lot of big Bitcoin Cash holders, right? So it's going to really be a bit of a struggle. They are doing, I think they're still doing pretty well with their onboarding strategy with the ATMs and things, but still, particularly South Korea, Mediterranean, things like places like that. It's the last time I remember. Latin America, I think he's done a bit of work there. So yeah, so some interesting stuff there with the old Bitcoin Cash. It's always good to go back to some of the flashback names. That's pretty much where we are at this stage. Let's see how the markets perform. We're just getting so used to red. It's a bit like when we had bull market, green, and then a few reds. And then when the bear market, so many reds, you get used to the color red. DB Cooper says, I like it very much, sir, but really want to know when moon on PulseChain. Yeah, that's true, DB. Well, you never know. Maybe Richard Hart's teaser there is of meaning. He's done this before with the old tweets. What a beautiful day, mate. All your dreams come true. Don't know whether he's just being generous with the comment or whether it's a clue to the future. Certainly, a lot of people have commented, man, if this thing launches, it's all going well. I'm getting my wife pregnant. That's too funny. Launch. So we'll see whether that comes to anything. All right. I was going to actually wrap up, isn't I? Let's keep talking there. Yes, man, we all do. Yeah, absolutely. Hardy Hex Lauren said, did you recognize how many beautiful women are Hexkins and Bitcoin nearly a desert? Says Hardy Hex Lauren. Yeah, well, I'm sure we've got quite a few lookers in the community. That's for sure. Precisely says June of 2024. Yeah. Hope not. It's not 2 years. No way. OG Pulse says, faster we dumped 11K, faster range daddy brings us PulseChain, bring on a dump. Yeah, that's what people hold. It's kind of an odd hope or aspiration, but it seems to be the case. DB Cooper says, I think this weekend could be the big drop. Hopefully we hit 13 to 14K and get it over with. Now, I was saying that I think it's going to be possibly up to another 2 weeks till we get to 11K with that big drop. So let's see how we get on. Maybe a week at the week at most. At this stage, we have got a bit of weakness here, but you never know. It could get back over. It's 19,463 at the moment, 19,463 on Bitcoin. Maybe it might do it in smaller legs. Instead of doing it like a big 14.5K drop or a 12K drop, it does it in 2 smaller drops at this stage. So let's see how we play out. Robson did call 17,000 in the next 24 hours. So, boy, he must have triggered it. Maybe Robson there's... did a big sell down. Who knows? I'm being silly there, by the way. That's a bit of fun. All right, cool VIP, as we said, cool VIP. Let's see how we get on. Let's see how we get on with the old charts there. They're looking okay, a little bit red, but they're still up at a reasonable range. All right, we're going to wrap up. I think we're coming up on an hour and a quarter, so I think it's a pretty good time. We're going to play out our music on the way out there. Thanks everybody for joining me. Really do appreciate it. We've got a pretty cool community going there. Still sitting at 4,799 subs. I'm sure we'll get there in the end. Hopefully I've got good news for you guys tomorrow. And of course, don't forget to get into Discord if you haven't 24/7. That's the cool thing about it. You can get in there, chat 24/7. If you have any questions or got any cool insights, let us know in there too. Night All says KD, absolutely. Woohoo, rock on. Okay, so that's thanks for watching. I'm going to watch myself a cool movie and grab some dinner. And this cup of tea, I've drank half of the cup of tea, but it's cold now. That's the way it goes. And I probably won't finish the rest of it. Cool. Thanks for watching. If you're Hex Token channel member, you know what to do. Smash out the emojis on the way out. Let's play out a video file. Let's bring it up. Power City teaser. Let's funk this out. Let's funk it up. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. All right, there we go. Yeah. I feel it. Let's get it going. All right. All right, bye for now. See you tomorrow. Woo-hoo-hoo! Rock on. Let's go.